I don't really know what the first thing she said was that sparked the whole conversation, but I do know that from where she's from, she's, she was, I think, she doesn't consider, they don't call her black.
People are dragging Tiwa Savage for apologizing on Tyla's behalf for calling herself colored.
I don't think she means to come across like that on behalf of her or whatever. Like, we apologize. Like,
and Tyla actually clapped back at her recent live performance.
Sorry, I'm not sorry.
Was Tiwa wrong for stepping in, or was she just trying to protect the culture?
Tyla's gaining fame fast, but it's clearly coming with a cost. Yet another controversy is swirling around the young South African star, and this time, it's not about her music. It's about identity, race, and respect. And it sparked a heated clash with none other than Afrobeats queen, Tiwa Savage. Let's break down what really went down between Tyla and Tiwa, and why this drama has the entire music world divided. Let's start with what sparked this whole drama in the first place. It all began with a short clip that got way more attention than Tyla probably ever expected. Back in 2020, she posted a video where she described herself as a coloured South African. Now, in South Africa, that word coloured has a very specific meaning. It's not an insult. It's actually a recognised identity for people of mixed racial heritage, separate from being black or white. It comes with its own history, culture, and community. But when that same clip started circulating again recently, it reached audiences outside of South Africa, especially in the US. And that's when things blew up. Because in America, the word coloured carries a completely different meaning. It's tied to a painful history of racism, segregation, and discrimination during the Jim Crow era. For many, it's considered an outdated and offensive term. So naturally, when people saw Tyla use it, they were shocked, and the backlash came fast. Suddenly, what was a normal part of her South African identity became a global controversy. This moment created a huge question mark. How do you translate identity across cultures without misunderstanding it? Who gets to decide which terms are okay to use? And how much should someone have to explain or defend who they are? During all this chaos, Tyla mostly stayed quiet. She didn't rush to issue long explanations or apologies. Even in some interviews, she chose not to go too deep into it. She stood firm and let the storm pass instead of over-explaining herself.
School me on these debates that they be having about your identity as a South African colored person. What does that even mean? Oh, I like that. We keeping that in the interview too. I like when they talk from the back and say we can't.
Maybe Tyla stayed quiet at first because she knew her words could easily get twisted or taken out of context. But with time, she did open up, and in calmer, more thoughtful interviews, she explained where she was coming from. In an interview with British Vogue, Tyla finally cleared the air. She said, "I know I'm a black woman, and I know I'm a coloured woman as well. You can be both." She explained that she completely understands why the word coloured can sound offensive in some parts of the world, especially in the US. But in South Africa, it's a cultural identity, and that difference matters. Tyla also said she wouldn't expect people outside South Africa to use the word coloured themselves because she knows it carries painful history elsewhere. And she added something really honest, that even the best explanation doesn't always work. Some people just don't want to understand, no matter how clearly you say it. So that's where Tyla stood, calm, confident, and grounded. She managed to balance both sides of her identity without losing herself in the noise. But then things took a turn, because earlier in 2025, Tiwa Savage joined the Breakfast Club for a big interview. And during the conversation, she was asked about Tyla's coloured comment.
I don't know. I think I felt for her a little bit because I feel like she's young and I don't think she means to come across like that.
Instead of letting Tyla's own words speak for her, Tiwa decided to apologise on Tyla's behalf to Americans who felt offended by the term. And that's when everything got messy. Tiwa said that, from her cultural perspective, an elder might step in and make amends in such a scenario. She phrased it as, "If that was not communicated, I would like to say on behalf of her, we apologize. We did not mean it. Forgive us."
But where I'm from, when something like this happens, like they say the elder will come and say, "On behalf of such and such, we apologize." You know, that's what I feel like. If that wasn't communicated, I would like to say, you know, like on behalf of her or whatever, like, we apologize.
Understand, Tiwa's intention, as she framed it, was empathy, a way to bridge misunderstanding. But to many people, it came across as tone policing or even undermining Tyla's voice. That apology was seen by some as overstepping boundaries, speaking for someone rather than with someone, and that's what stoked the backlash. Later, Tyla, during a performance at a Global Citizen concert, was reported to have responded with the phrase, "Sorry, not sorry," which many interpreted as directed at Tiwa's apology and the broader backlash.
Decent live performance.
Sorry, I'm not sorry.
After Tiwa's apology went viral and criticism rose, Tiwa tried to clarify. She said in a follow-up that her intention was never to speak for others and that she approached the question asked of her with empathy. She framed her apology as an act of trying to heal a cross-cultural misunderstanding. But many people felt that even if Tiwa meant well, her actions came across as dismissive, like she was speaking over Tyla instead of supporting her. In conversations about identity, good intentions don't always stop people from criticizing your words. So where does Tyla stand now? She's made it clear that she wants to tell her own story. Over time, Tyla has explained that identity isn't simple. It has many layers and depends on where you come from. She still identifies as both black and coloured, which makes sense in the South African context. She's also made it clear that she doesn't owe anyone an explanation about who she is. And if you watch her perform now, you can actually see how she's turned all that controversy into art, using her stage and music to take back control of her story. Let's be real, this whole situation is a masterclass in how easily things can get lost in translation. Words carry different meanings in different parts of the world. In South Africa, when Tyla says she's coloured, that's a real identity. It has its own history, culture, and struggles. But in the US, that same word hits totally differently. It reminds people of segregation, racism, and pain. So when you take a word from one culture and drop it into another, things can explode fast. It's not just a simple mix-up. It's a sign that we need deeper, more thoughtful conversations about race and identity, not surface-level apologies that just patch things up for the moment. Then there's the whole power dynamic part. Who gets to speak for who? Some fans thought Tiwa Savage was trying to defend Tyla, showing sisterhood. Others thought she overstepped. Like, why speak for someone when they never asked you to? Especially when it's about something as personal as identity. It raises real questions about who has the right to step in and who should just listen. And let's not forget how this all puts insane pressure on artists, especially women of colour. Tyla isn't just an artist now. She's being treated like a spokesperson for identity itself. Every time she opens her mouth, people analyse her words. Every comment, every interview, it all gets picked apart. She's had to constantly repeat that she's both black and coloured, and that it's not an either-or situation, it's both. But having to explain yourself again and again, that's exhausting. Now where does this go from here? Tyla's made one thing clear. She's done explaining herself just to make people feel better. She's letting her music and her art do the talking. If you want to understand her, pay attention to her work, not her apologies. And seriously, this isn't about who's right or wrong. It's not Tyla wins or Tiwa loses. Both are incredible women doing their thing. Sometimes good intentions go wrong. Sometimes emotions get mixed in. It's human. What matters now is how everyone learns from it and moves forward with more respect and understanding. So yeah, Tyla's comment about being coloured started a global debate. Tiwa's apology made it even bigger. Tyla stood her ground and refused to let anyone else tell her story. And at the end of the day, this whole thing isn't just about two artists. It's about voice, identity, and power. And that wraps up the Tyla versus Tiwa Savage drama, a mix of culture, identity, and intent that turned one word into a global debate. Tyla's standing firm, owning her story, and refusing to be spoken for. What do you think? Was Tiwa trying to help, or did she go too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like if you enjoyed the breakdown, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates. See you in the next one.